Hey guys, it's Sarah from Sleepopolis, and if you're watching this video, it's because you want to know everything there is to know about the Helix Weighted Blanket. Well, you're in luck because I'm about to show you what it's made of, how it feels, how to wash it, pretty much everything you need to know, so stay tuned. So when I first unpackaged the Helix Weighted Blanket, the first thing I noticed is how super soft the cover fabric is. And the cover fabric actually features this dual-sided design wherein one side is made from sheared microfiber, which feels really velvety smooth, and the other side is made from fleece, which some of you might already be familiar with how warm and cozy fleece is, but it's actually the side that's my favorite because it is super plush and soft. Now, the cover fabric is removable and it is machine washable, so you just unzip, take it off if you don't want to be that sort of really warm cover fabric or when you do need to wash it. And then on the inside is the weighted portion of the blanket, which is covered in 100% cotton, has a really soft feel, but it features gridded stitching so that the weighted material sort of doesn't concentrate into one area and makes for an even distribution of weight. Now, the weighted material itself is fine grade glass beads, and fine grade means they're really teeny tiny, so you don't feel them at all. It's not like you feel the beads actually on your skin, but like I said, the gridded stitching does provide for a really nice even distribution of weight. Now, I'm testing the 15-pound blanket here, but it is available in 10, 15, and 20-pound options. If you need a refresher about how to choose the weight that's best for you, just aim for the weight that's closest to 10% of your own body weight. If you want to know more about how to pick the best weight that's for you or the best weighted blanket that's best for you, just check my full written review, which is linked below. I dive into much deeper detail. But for now, let's go ahead and take a closer look at the highlights and potential pitfalls of this blanket so you know if it's the right one for you. So there's a lot to like about the Helix Weighted Blanket, but before I get into my personal favorite features, I just want to give you a little reminder about what weighted blankets do. So weighted blankets apply something known as deep pressure touch, which is a therapeutic technique that essentially releases serotonin, which is our happy neurotransmitter, which then promotes the release of melatonin, which is our sleepy hormone. So essentially, weighted blankets are meant to make you feel sleepy and calm, which is a great way to end the night. That said, it's best for a weighted blanket to offer an even distribution of weight in order to really feel the therapeutic effects of deep pressure touch. And I found the Helix Weighted Blanket to do a great job of that. Like I said, it's filled with fine grade glass beads, which you can't feel poking into your skin at all, and they're sectioned off by this gridded stitching so that it's evenly distributed throughout the blanket. But another thing I love about the Helix Weighted Blanket is the cover fabric. It's super soft, and each side has sort of a different plushness to it. So you can choose between the really velvety smooth feel of the microfiber or the really warm and cozy feel of the fleece. So again, if you're looking for a really warm and cozy weighted blanket, this might be right up your alley. Of course, the weighted blanket cover is removable and machine washable. So you're gonna wash on a cold, gentle cycle with mild detergent, tumble dry on low heat, and you're good to go. Now, another pro to this weighted blanket, in my opinion, is the price. Now, if you've done enough shopping for weighted blankets, you've probably figured out that they're definitely not the least expensive accessory on the market, and the majority of the weighted blankets I've tested have been $200 plus. But depending on the weight that you get, the Helix weighted blanket ranges in price from $99 to $115, which, like I said, I think is a great value. But you also get a generous trial period of 100 nights, wherein you can kind of get the feel for it, and within that time frame, you decide it's really not the best bet for you, just send it on back for a refund. So there are a few things about the Helix Weighted Blanket to consider before you make your purchase. So first of all, while I love that you can't feel the individual glass beads pressing into you, you can hear them a little bit. So it's worth noting that the glass beads do clink together a little bit when you move them around. So if you're a really light sleeper or you think that noise is going to bother you, again, something to consider. Now, another thing to think about, especially if you tend to run hot or you're looking for a more cooling and breathable weighted blanket, is you might want to look elsewhere because the fleece and the microfiber are very warming. Of course, you can remove the cover fabric, but in my opinion, the cover fabric is kind of the basis of this weighted blanket's appeal. And lastly, while the cover fabric is machine washable, the weighted portion of the blanket is not. So it's going to be spot clean only. Just use a damp cloth, mild detergent, just spot clean as necessary, but keep in mind, you really don't want to get the weighted portion of the blanket too wet because it could damage the material. Well, that's it for me, but for every last detail on this blanket, be sure to check out my full written review, which is linked below. And by the way, if throughout the course of this video any questions came up or you want a personal recommendation from me, please feel free to give me a shout in the comment section below and I'd be happy to help. Now, I do hope you found this review to be helpful, and if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, follow us on social media. We're always uploading content with one main thing in mind, to get you some better sleep. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.